Welcome, welcome! It's my dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And today we are at the Vision Center and we are going to go see Anvil Aerospace. And I haven't even checked out this Vision Center yet. My previous video, which I just recorded, shows how to get here. So check that video out if you don't know how to get to the Vision Center at Orison, the landing zone of Crusader, the Cloud Giant. So let's check this out. The Bingle flyby is finished. The Javelin tour will be open in 12 minutes at the August Dunlow Spaceport. So I may have to check that out for you guys. So we got the shops like we always do. You have some RSI, some Invictus Launch Week shirts. I really wish we had these shirts in real life. CIG, come on. Come on. I want these manufacturer shirts. I will buy them. Take my money. Produce those shirts for us. This statue is always cool. There is a story behind it. You can definitely read all about it. Then we have more shops over here on the left. So definitely come and check out. Buy your favorite manufacturer. The Recruitment Center. But let's go down to the convention hall where we will see Anvil Aerospace's offerings.
Hello and welcome to the Invictus Expo Hall. Celebrated since 25
That's a really big dude.
Invictus gives the public an opportunity to see the latest and greatest additions to the UEE Navy fleet. Ever want to see what life is like aboard a capital ship? This year's Invictus is offering a rare opportunity to explore an active-duty Javelin destroyer. Get an inside look at some of your favorite manufacturers' ships. Check the daily schedule for directions. Please consult our maps to take advantage of all the exhibits this year's Invictus has to offer. Be sure to check back every day to see the full lineup of ships and technology now available to the UEE Navy. The Navy would like to thank our private and corporate partners for making this year's Invictus the best yet. The UEE Navy. United in purpose. Hello and welcome to the
Alright, so hologram's done. Let's move on to the next stage. So we got the Recruitment Center here where you can, enlist into the UEE Navy. You got what looks like a carrack here, a little carrack thing on there. They do have the Javelin tour coming up, but again, I'll try to get that in a separate video for you guys. Alright, so here on the Anvil Aerospace floor, you have coffee to go. You have these Invictus Launch Week 2952 here. Definitely can read that. Then you also have the map. So you can see in the main hall some of the main ships. In the Apex Hall, some other ships. And then in the lower deck, they have some other things, including a hollow field. They have some guns over here to the left. Some components. Maybe more guns to the right, actually. Whoa, look at the size of that gun. I'm going to have to check out some of the biggest guns. Alright, so we have the Anvil Aero, which is one of the premier light stealth fighters in the UEE Navy right now. This thing is pretty awesome. It's going to be replacing the Gladius most likely on most UEE ships. Though that Gladius is a phenomenal light fighter in its own right. Over here on the right, you have the C8 Pisces, or this could be the C8X. Looks like it's got 4 guns, so it is a C8X Pisces, which is slightly different from the C8 model that comes with the normal carrack. C8X comes with the Explorer's version of the carrack, or the well, they have a different version which is colored differently. Actually, this is the Exploration. No, it's just a regular carrack. Anyways, there's another version of the carrier. This is the Anvil Hawk. It is considered a bounty hunting ship. It comes with an EMP and a cell in the back for anybody that you capture, any bounties that you capture, you can put back here. Well, at least eventually, as you can see. You can open that exterior, pops out, you can put the prisoner in there. No, I'm not going to rent you, I already have you. By the way, you can rent any ship that is in the hall here for free for 48 hours. Just click on it and click rent, and it is yours to do. So here's the Anvil Carrack. This is the premier exploration ship. There is another ship that will give it a run for its money. That's the Misk Odyssey. But this is the military exploration ship, and it is a very big ship, about 120 meters long. You've got 4 turrets on it. It's got 3 cargo areas. You could put a ground vehicle in this front cargo ramp. It has room for a Pisces in the top. It's got drones. This part in the front gets armored. I mean, it's a freaking awesome ship. It's definitely one of the best bang for the buck. Then you have the Anvil Terrapin here, which is kind of like a scout ship. It's kind of they call it a Pathfinder. So I would call it a scout ship, more or less. It does have a radar suite to it. It will also get armored up. I kind of liken it to a tortoise, but that's me. All right, shall we check out the Apex Hall, and then we will come back and check out the lower halls, which will have some of the ground vehicles. So over here you can see the Anvil F8 Lightning. This is from the infamous Squadron 999. This thing has 8 guns on it, 2 on each wing, 2 underneath, 2 on top in that turret. It's going to be a fierce, heavy fighter. You know, I have a couple of these because of my pledge value. That's the only way you can get these right now, which you can't even fly them right now, but you can get them if you pledge enough money. And eventually, if you play Squadron 42, you will be able to unlock the chance to purchase your own F8 Lightning. Don't know how much it'll be in game, and I really don't know, you know, if it's going to be affordable or if you're going to have a great rep with the UEE Navy to get one. But it's going to be the premier fighter. So here you have the F7A, which is the precursor to the F8A Lightning. The F7A is an armored version of the Hornet. It's more like a Super Hornet. You can see all the guns on top, the guns down below, the guns on the wings. So it's a pretty awesome ship. And over here you have just the F7C, which is the regular Hornet. How do I know that? Because it doesn't have a co-pilot or a turret up here. Hey, sorry, buddy. In the middle here, this is the Anvil Valkyrie, one of my favorite drop ships. You can carry 20 troops on this thing and a small vehicle, either an Ursa Rover or a couple of Tumble Cyclones or a bunch of bikes or just some cargo. You know, you got 2 side doors. You can see over here where this is at. There's a side gun here and another side gun. You got a couple of turret guns as well, remote turrets, and the pilot can control some guns as well. Pretty awesome dropship, if you ask me. You know, I look forward to using that sometime in the future with the Texas Space Navy, dropping off a crap ton of troops. Then the Anvil Hurricane, which is one of the premier heavy fighters right now as well. It's considered to be a glass cannon. I'm going to tell you, this thing is awesome in a fight, especially if you have somebody in that turret that knows how the hell to shoot. This thing is nasty, nasty going up against anybody if you've got a decent turret gunner. And then, of course, again, this is the F8 Lightning here. Again, I've never flown one. I don't know how badass it is, but I'm going to tell you, just looking at it, this thing is going to just absolutely murder just about anything that comes up against. Looking forward to actually flying mine. Alright, let's head out of the Apex Hall and head over to check out some of the other wares down below. again, you get the map here. They don't have just this, you know, they don't have all the variants of the F7 Hornet. They don't have the Super Hornet, etc. But that's fine. I don't think they need all that. Thank goodness, because they don't need to clutter up the halls with all of that. They just need the one version. I think that's plenty. But there are multiple versions of the Hornet that you can get. There's the tracker variant, which is going to have like an extra radar dish on it. Then you also have the stealth version, which is the Ghost, which is very stealthy. It's made of stealthy armor, some extra special stealthy components. Then you also have the Super Hornet, which is a two-person version where you can slave the top turret to the pilot guns. Then you have the Super Hornet variant called the Heart Seeker, which is all fixed guns, and it's pretty devastating as well if you can hit with them. So a lot of different versions. Here you see the Ballista. The Ballista has torpedoes, size 5 and 7, or is it 5 and 8? I think it's 5 and 8 torpedoes. Then you have these size 3 guns up here. It's a two-person ground vehicle, and it is actually pretty devastating when you park it on the ground and people come looking for you. You can blow them up quite nicely. I do think you should check this out here, the United in Purpose, from when Invictus Launch Week started all the way through its history. And then you have the Spartan. The Spartan is a ground troop transport. You can see you've got seats for 8 back here, and then of course the pilot or the driver, and then you have that big Gatling gun on the top. Spartan could be fun as well. I haven't really got to deploy my Spartan at all with my org, but you know, when that comes more, I guess, useful, then we will start doing so. All right, now let's go check out the holograms, the holo tanks. All right, what is this first thing? This is the Crucible. This is going to be the premier repair ship. It's going to be able to repair ships. It's going to be able to, like, small ships, fighters, and it's going to be able to repair your big capital ships. This is a must-have in any org or large fleet. You're going to need this ship to be able to, you know, do repairs when you're out in the void. You know, it may save you some time and money so that you're not actually having to do repairs in dock. Definitely a cool ship that we don't know when we're going to get that one in game, but very awesome. This is the new one. This is the Anvil Legionnaire. It is a boarding ship. It's designed specifically to board. I did a video on this a day ago, so definitely go check that one out. But it's got a docking hatch that will protrude out, connect to the ship that you're docking with, and you'll be able to hack their dock to get on board. And then you have a complement of 8 Marines that will come out. So you can definitely check that out. All right. Moving on, this is the Liberator, which is a transport vessel. It is quite large. You'll be able to transport, I think, 3 ships on the bottom, or 2 ships on the bottom, 2 ships or 3 ships on the top. But it's more or less just a ferry to move ships from one location to another. You could kind of use it as a pocket carrier in a way. You can also put ground vehicles in this thing. This ramp will open up, and you'll be able to release those ground vehicles through the front and I believe in the back. Let's take a look at the back. Yeah, the back has a ramp as well. So very cool ship as well. It's definitely needed, especially if you're trying to move smaller ships from one place to another and you don't have the carrier space to do it. That's going to be the perfect ship to do that. So guys, what do you think of Anvil Aerospace? Do you like what they brought to the table today? These ships are all available today and tomorrow. You can purchase them on the website. I'll give you the prices here in a moment. But yeah, this is what the halls look like. And let's go check out what the pricing is going to look. Man, this place is crowded. Let's go check out and see how much all of these are going to cost for you today. All right, let's check out pricing for everything. You can see here on the Invictus 2952, Anvil Aerospace. There's going to be a lot of cinematics and stuff to look through. Really cool. Like what they did. That's pretty awesome. All right. So we've got the Legionnaire, $100 on Warbond, $120 without. You've got the Arrow at $75. Ballista at $140. The C8X Pisces Expedition at $45. The Carrack at $600. The Crucible at $350. The Hornet at $110. The Hornet Wildfire at $175. I forgot that one out. The Super Hornet at $180. The Hornet Tracker at $140. Hornet Ghost at $125. The Gladiator, which I did not show you on the floor, is $165. This is a carrier-based bomber. It carries torpedo or missiles, I guess. It's considered a bomber, but it carries torpedoes. It's geared to take out capital ships. Then you have the Hawk at $100. The Hurricane at $195. The Legionnaire again at $120. This is non-Warbond. The Liberator at $575. The Spartan at $80. The Terrapin at $220. I mean, the Terrapin seems overpriced to me, but maybe that gameplay will be different in the future. And then the Valkyrie at $375. Now, the Valkyrie comes with 10-year insurance on a Warbond daily deal that if you upgrade, you get the 10-year insurance. If you're just buying the Valkyrie right now, you get 120 months. So you still get 10 years. 10 years insurance on all of these right now. That's pretty phenomenal. Pretty awesome. It's a lot of insurance. You won't need that much, most likely. Maybe you will. I don't know. But the only one that you can get lifetime insurance on right now is going to be this Legionnaire if you buy it at Warbond. They do have a cool little Invictus Launch Week video. Then you can also come down here, and if you are concierge, you will have these packs available. For Warbond, you have the Anvil Aerospace Complete Pack, $29.52 for $3,200. You get all the Anvil ships in that. If you use store credits, it's $35.50. And then you also have the official Star Citizen merchandise. You can look through all those. You get shirts and jackets, and there's all sorts of things there as well. I'm kind of interested. Let's see if we go, because I saw they have some paint jobs available for each of these as well. So it's definitely something to check out if you go to the buying options. So you can get the light gray paint. There's all sorts of paint packs. The Legatus pack is available right now as well for $40,000. So if you want to get every ship in the game, it'll only cost you 40 grand. So definitely something you might not be interested in. But thank you guys for tuning in. I'll try to bring these videos every day that they have a new ship sale. So tomorrow is still Anvil Day, and then the day after that will be Aegis. We'll bring you that video then as well. If you want to contribute to the channel, check out my YouTube members and my Patreon. You can also contribute by watching the video all the way through, clicking like, clicking subscribe, leaving a comment, clicking on the ads, watching the ads all the way through. All that helps the channel out, and I am very appreciative of all you guys who do that. So thank you very much. With that said, I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.